until like people start coming up. So let's see how many will come in because I forgot to do the thumbnail. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to post this shit. But I like told them on my last live stream because I had a live stream on Saturday when I was doing my summer favorites. I told them, I was like, hey, I want to be live streaming on Monday. So I'm like, I only think it's going to be early. So hopefully we at least get like UK people in here. I'm like, that'll be fine.
Yeah, I shared it to our Instagram story. So
yeah,
hopefully someone's seen that in the last half hour. If not, if no one's seen it, I'm giving up. I'm giving up YouTube forever.
I'm pretty sure you guys have more of a high volume of people looking at it than mine. So, but yeah,
it's quality, not quantity, isn't it? You've got the quality, we have the quantity.
Did you see my messages on a Discord, by the way?
No.
Damn, no.
On the what?
Discord. Just had a thought about birthday party video.
Oh yes, I did see those. Yeah, I just got to reply. Yeah, great communication as always between us. You know.
I just think the whole party bags parcel thing can be quite funny.
Everyone loves to go past the parcel. You must have a bouncy castle over there.
Gives us an excuse to hire a bouncy castle as well.
All right, some people are coming in. Let's just wait a little bit more. So whoever's at the streams, we're just waiting for a few more people. And I realized the viewer number right there is actually a lie because one time it said 0 on mine, and yet I had like 3 or 4 people leaving me comments. I was like, okay. So I'm like, it says 0, but yet there's like 4 people. So it's like sometimes it just doesn't like keep up.
It's to keep you down. It's to keep you. It's just make you think you're smaller than you think you are. You know.
Yeah, exactly, Big Dan. Exactly.
Well, it's because the people that own these social media platforms have got shares in antidepressants. I just don't want you to be happy.
All right, we got one person. Hey.
That's Jeff.
Hey, that's Jeff. Hello, Jeff, mate.
All right, we got one person in. All right, so. Oh, okay. So little Dan, we're probably not going to talk about the marriage one because I barely saw how old that article was, and it's stupid because I was telling Big Dan, I was like, I'm over here putting down like recent news, and it's giving me an old fucking one. But I was like, we could talk about dating metal apps because nobody talks about that. So I was like, why not? I was like, let's talk about it. Sure.
I'm glad you pointed out which one it was because I couldn't remember a thing about what you're on about then. I was just like, what? Which one? You said the marriage one. And I remembered the Kerrang article. Kerrang's terrible anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because I never really heard much of them. And then I was like, I never even heard of this website. So
we grew up with Kerrang.
And to be fair, we only used to buy it for the posters and the free CD.
And the CD, yeah. Which was just naughty's sort of pop punk at the time, really.
Yeah.
Probably still is, to be fair.
But a lot of these metal dating apps, I mean, I guess we could talk a little bit about it before, like, as people are coming in so they can at least hear our conversations. But like Big Dan made a point, they're like vampire freaks. All the people on these metal dating apps, it looks like vampire freaks.
And yeah, every metal dating website looks like vampire freaks. It's just
blokes in fedoras. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Blokes in fedoras.
Because I'm literally like these are metalheads because I get it. There's like goth metalheads and everything, but I'm like, that's not the style I was going. I mean, let's all admit it. Sometimes we're just vain and shallow, and the main reason we're on a specific site for metalheads is because that's what we're looking for. Just like Christian mingles are on there to date Christian pedophiles. So let's just. It's like, it's the fucking truth about those sites. It's like you're there for a specific person.
Me and Big Dan got drunk once. Me and Big Dan got drunk once and signed up for singlemuslim.com, but we won't talk about that, shall we?
Well, you guys went on Christian.
No.
There's a festival that we go to every year who have their own dating page, and they try to do.
I'm banned.
You're banned from that page for reasons.
Being honest.
But they tried to do a meetup one year at the festival, a dating meetup, and it ended up being like 4 girls and 50 blokes. You know.
Oh my god.
So they thought, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah. But I don't know. I tried one time to go on. I just went on there to see the people on there, and I was like, no. I was like, these are like, if I wanted a goth, I'll go to I know where the goth clubs are at. So I'm like, I'll just go there.
Sometimes you look at these sites and you realize why they're single, why they've been put on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jeff's watching, isn't he? Not you,
he is,
Jeff.
yeah. He is, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get it. We covered dating apps. So yeah, anybody that wants to go on the metal dating apps, just expect it to be vampire freaks, but lesser quality.
We have known it to work for some people.
Weirdly enough.
Weirdly enough, we have known it to work for some people. Some people have found partners through those sites, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Incredibly
it literally looks
surprising.
also like T-shirt Slayer, but just if it was like a dating website. Have you guys been on T-shirt Slayer? I haven't been on there in years.
T-shirt Slayer is one of our patrons.
It is for a very long time as well.
For a very long time.
Very long time.
It kind of reminded me, I don't know, the way it was laid out. At first I was confused. I was like, is this T-shirt Slayer? And then I was like, no, this is an actual dating app. Like, what the fuck? Can you imagine? You just share like a dating app mixed with T-shirt Slayer, and you're just showing all your collection, and that's just how you pick up people.
You sort your people by their merch.
Yeah. That's how it should be. Like Tinder, but you just rate their merch and see if you want to date them or not. That would work.
Yeah. All right. So
instead of sorting it by bands you like, you'd sort it by bands you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about MGK versus Slipknot.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, we're both not the biggest fan. I mean, all three of us are not the biggest fan of either of them. And I'm assuming you guys still don't care about Slipknot, because last time I remember you guys didn't really care about Slipknot. I don't either. I've never cared about them. I never thought they were metal or anything, but people will argue with me that they are, and fine, let them be delusional. That's fine.
They definitely have their place within the metal community. It's just not a place that I've ever really wanted to visit.
Download
festival. That's it. Yeah.
But MGK is just a person. First of all, like they already blasted MGK out for being like pedo, because he's admitted that he will date younger girls. Like he's admitted that. He's like, well, Robert Plant dated a 14-year-old, and I'm like, if Robert Plant shoots his dick off, are you gonna do that too? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
we can only hope.
We can
only hope. Yeah. So, and I'm just like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, he really like was the way he said it in that interview. He was like, just shut up and do it. Like, oh my god, no, like, no.
I think the whole MGK Corey Taylor thing personally is it's just a massive fucking publicity stunt.
Yeah, it's a way of getting in the news, isn't it?
It just keeps them relevant. It's such a petty thing. It's not even newsworthy, but I just made this massive drama out of it. Didn't
he punch someone recently as well? A fan in the crowd. I saw that today.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
but
I saw that today. So that came up on my news feed thing.
Wait, who punched you? Who punched you again?
This MG fella. He punched a person in the crowd at a gig, and then Trivium said he's not a nice man, which is. You know, I'm paraphrasing at this point.
Well, I know MGK, from what I heard, I guess he had reached out to Corey Taylor in the past to like help him out with, I don't know, a song or produce it. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it didn't go through. And they're like, nah, we don't like it or whatever. So I don't know how that ended.
From what I know, it was Corey that said that pretty much he couldn't write the part. He was only there to sing it. He didn't really like the song or the way his part was going to be. And he pretty much said that it was better if somebody else did it. And that seems to end very amicably, which is why I think it's something that they just grasped at straws and gone, right, we're going to use this to try and create as much fucking drama as possible. I think it's all just a complete fabrication of bollocks, to be fair.
I think he just wanted to start shit because he's that type of person. He likes to start shit. He tried starting shit with Eminem, and that failed miserably. That's why he doesn't rap no more.
You're shagging Megan Fox. You've made it. Shut the fuck up.
I know, just shut up, dude. Like, you tagging Megan
Seriously.
Fox. Who the fuck cares? You have every girl, like the hot girl that every guy wanted. So it's like, just shut the fuck up and sing, okay? Make your crappy music, make your money. You don't need to be talking about anybody, okay? They're not shagging your girl. I can guarantee you, Corey Taylor does not have a hot wife or a hot girlfriend like this guy does.
I'm Googling pictures of Corey Taylor's wife now. Hang on.
God. But
actually, I'm there with you, Dan. Right.
But no, that's just like, I mean, Machine Gun
He's had
Kelly,
2. What?
I think also he was in the Dirt movie, right? I think he played Tommy Lee. I'm not sure.
Actually, this is really disappointing. He does have a hot wife.
Oh.
Oh well. Sorry, you're saying.
No, but I believe Machine Gun Kelly was in the Dirt movie, right? He played Tommy Lee. Yeah.
Yes, that was actually a really fucking good movie.
Still haven't seen it yet, honestly.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
The bloke
Is it
who
still
plays
on
Ozzy
Netflix?
is, I don't know, but I really enjoyed it. There's actually some factual elements to it as well, which is strange for a metal movie.
For films in general, yeah.
Not very many, but there's a few.
Yeah.
I just don't care about that kind of, I don't know. How can I say it? I just don't want to hear any more story. Like, I guess because I already read a few autobiographies, I don't need to watch a movie about, oh, we partied so hard and, drugged a bunch of women and, and then we fucking like partied so hard and then we died and came back to life. Like, dude, that's like every rock star story. I don't need to hear yours. I don't need it on the big screen. I really
Just
don't.
watch some of the fictional ones instead. What's that? What's the classic one, Dan? Not Spinal Tap. The other one.
Deathgasm.
No. Old one. Not a British one.
Bad News.
Yeah, on VHS. I think. Oh, Bill Nye.
Still crazy.
Still crazy. That's it.
Good film. Great film.
I haven't
watch
seen
that one instead. Really good film.
No, watch Spinal Tap instead, because that's actually pretty accurate how dumb they were. I already did like a whole live stream with Fat Samurai Guy on that and the Sexy Sumo. So we talked about that movie. That shit was hilarious. The soundtrack was great.
Amazing.
And they like predicted some shit before it happened, like the whole black metal. What's it called? The Black Album. Remember? So that was far ahead of its time.
Don't bring it up because I sort of borrowed Little Dan's copy of the album about 3 years ago, and I still haven't given it.
I don't have a CD player yet, so it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm
going to make sure you don't get one, so I can keep the album. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think I picked it up from a charity shop for like 50p anyway. So
that's actually a whole 30p more than it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I would say watch that. I would say watch Deathgasm, or even the movie Rockstar with Marky Mark. Oh wait, that's what I call it.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
that's actually a good film.
That was a good film. Yeah,
Zach Wild on guitar as well.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't need to watch Dirt. I was like, I'm not out of the glam rock and hair metal scene. I wasn't that big into Motley Crue. Like everyone will suck their dick, I won't, and that's fine. I won't judge you for your little gay curiousness, so it's okay.
When I saw them live, well, I wouldn't see them dead, would I? But when I saw them perform live, that they were. It's actually a really good show, to be fair. And not a sort of band that I sit down and listen to in my spare time. There's too many other bands to listen to.
Yeah, I think really the only song I liked from them was "Starry Eyes." I'm not sure if I even had the title right. Like it was something like that.
Probably.
If it's on, I'm in a pub, and it's playing on the jukebox, whatever, and I'm a bit pissed. I will enjoy it.
Yeah, but I think it's because we all know there's worse music out there to listen to, so we might as well take what we could get.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind glam rock and hair metal. I used to hate it at one point. Now I don't. I mean, I love Cinderella, so
I'm more indifferent to it, to be fair. Like, not really that fussed.
Yeah. And I'm into Bon Jovi, their first 2 or 3 albums. After that, I don't know what the fuck they were, but it's like, yeah. But yeah, I think like the 2 bands that just really irked me that I didn't care about was like, Motley Crue and Poison. And I was like when I listened to Poison, I was like, this is not good. Like, I don't understand why people like this back then.
Oh, might be getting tickets to go see Alice Cooper soon on his tour.
Poison are massively love and hate anyway.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
But you can guarantee that when your mates are drunk enough, they'll all have a couple of songs, just because they're familiar.
All right. So that's good with MGK versus Slipknots, right? Or
Yeah.
Slap Nuts, whatever they're called. Okay. Sloppy nuts.
Slap nuts.
Slap nuts. Okay.
That works. It works.
That works too. All right. So that's that story. You guys want to take over about the Gloryhammer news?
Take it away, Dan.
Hammer. So yeah, obviously, Gloryhammer. We still don't know why this is. They kicked their singer out, and there's been. We still don't really know anything. This is all speculation at this point. He said it is all business
related stuff.
Related, and obviously they can't talk details if they're still hashing out, the issues of contracts and stuff like that. Then contractual law, it's all really,
But the strange
can't
thing
say anything,
was,
can they? But it's really curious because
after he was kicked out the band, a certain group message was shared in screenshots, wasn't it?
Yeah, I do think it's unrelated though. I don't think those two things are related. I think it just.
Do you think it was just bad timing? You don't think it was?
Yeah, I'll say he didn't leave. I don't think he was kicked out because of that was coming. I don't know if he was anything to do with that being released.
You don't think it was old Angus McFife seeking revenge on his bandmates, do you?
I think those screenshots were around for a while though beforehand. They just resurfaced again, so maybe he brought them to attention again. I don't know.
Maybe they were.
It's just speculation again at this point. We can't really confirm anything. But then there was
let's spread some rumors. Let's create some rumors. No, let's not. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. But then obviously the screenshots of the group chat from 2017, I think it was, came out, and there were some spicy conversations in there. And the internet reacted the way it does, and people weren't very happy about it. There's Christopher Bowles has since apologised. I don't know why he did it on a notepad. That looked weird to me. Saw it on Instagram. 21st century, type it down. Come on. But it seems sincere. I'll believe him. I think it was. It's an edgy boy chat, and they get out of hand, don't they?
The one there is, his excuse was that there was in a group chat where all the guys tried to be more edgy than the other and outdo each other with like the offensive shit, and that does happen in most group chats. Let's face it. But what the great thing that did come from the screen caps from that.
Oh yes, I know what you're about to say.
Was the phrase "give her tits a good sperming," wasn't it?
Give her tits a good old sperming.
Yeah.
Also, if you ever break up with your girlfriend, the phrase "cancelling your boob subscription" is a great saying. Honestly, that's premium. That is, I like that. But I mean, everything else it was pretty poor taste, poor decisions. I believe they're still doing a tour, so they're still going. Obviously, they've lost a lot of fans because of it. I've seen people saying they don't believe the apology, this, that, and the other. But they're a big nuclear blast, is it? Going to want to hold on to them, because they're the big money band. Christopher Bowles and all of his side projects, even the Beans one is a cash cow for them. So they want to hold on to them. So I don't know if this will resurface again in a year or two. But we'll see. I'm sure some people are now going to watch every step and thing he does on the internet, and he's not going to be able to take one slightly step wrong.
It is a question because next year Ailstorm are doing a tour with
big tour.
Gloryhammer.
Wonder what the attendance is going to be like. Will everyone have forgotten about it by then?
With Gloryhammer support as well, which is interesting. It's going to be fun to find out what happens there.
Yeah, and I think that's about it. It's still unknown about the singer, really, what he's going to do, Angus McFife, because is he going to stick with that name? I think he is, because isn't he doing a thing with?
Well, the strange thing is Angus
doing
McFife,
guest appearances, isn't he?
And Mr. Angus McFife owns the name Gloryhammer as a trademark, as a copyright, which is very interesting. We might have a bit of a Ghost Tobias Forg thing going on here.
Oh yeah, we'll have Gloryhammer 2.
Yeah.
Gloryhammer Inc.
Or he just sacks everyone and gets session musicians in. That would,
yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're done with that topic then?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay. So let's move on to Dave Mustaine once again talking shit. So
every time we come to one of your live streams or videos, it's a Dave Mustaine topic there somewhere. Of,
I was trying to
what the
avoid
fuck has he
it.
done now? You know,
I was trying to avoid it because, you know, I don't need people to be taking this. We need to just stop taking this so seriously with the mask thing. But first of all, he calls it a tyranny. He's like, we're not in a bunch of fucking bags anymore. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Wear your fucking mask for 20 minutes when you're in Target and you could take it off again. It's not like you're the fucking doctor who has to wear 2 or 3 of them for like 12 hours. Now shut the fuck up, you little privileged little fuck.
He definitely doesn't do his own shopping as well. Come on, he's ordering it all online. He's getting deliveries. He's not pushing his shopping cart around.
I was like, you need to shut the fuck up, dude. It's like the thing is with him, he really has that like mentality, like they're out to get us. Like, look, they've been out to get us since who knows when, okay? So just shut the fuck up, okay? Just stop being so paranoid. We all have an email. We all have a social security. We're being fucking followed. So shut the fuck up. It's like, we all know this.
Google knows everything.
Google knows everything, yeah. And then people are posting left or right on social media saying like, I will not be tracked. You're posting on social media.
I think he's still got PTSD from the Metallica days slightly. I mean, after watching his breakdown in the Metallica documentary, I can fully believe he's not over it.
That was such a weird fucking...
It's a really weird scene, wasn't it? It was when he's there in front of Lars.
Remember, 9/11 just happened, and then his birthday was 2 days after 9/11, and then he had to stay with Lars because there was no other flights going back home. I mean, I think we all know we don't like. Whether you love Metallica or not, I think Lars is like the last person you want to stay with. You'll try to choose the other band members if you can. And Lars is very money hungry, like, so he'll do anything. Like, of course, like, you're in a bad moment. I mean, come on, 9/11 just happened. You're in a bad mood because you just dealt with all these fucking plain bullshit airport stuff and you're stuck or whatever. Last thing, and then they want to talk to you about how did you feel when you left Metallica? Like, something else just happened right now. You want to ask me this?
Favorite bit was when he called Lars his Danish little friend. That cracked me up.
But yeah, no, but eventually I remember because, like, I think it was, I don't know if it was Livewire or Metal Sucks. I forgot which one. But they were mentioning other shit. Like, they're like, this isn't the first time he said something, you know, stupid, basically, is what they said. Because he's talked shit about black women. I was like, why are you talking, have moving to Tennessee really changed you that much? Like, what the fuck?
Did he do a Liam Neeson?
I don't know. Liam Neeson, the actor, I know, but I was like, no. I mean, I don't know, but he's just all like, Dave, like, what? Like, people just need to, like, no, like, you're just shut up. Like, look, I don't like having to wear a mask all the. Well, actually, I do like wearing a mask because I don't have to fucking smile at people.
It does look good on some people. Some people it does look quite good on a mask. Some people it just looks fucking hilarious, and other people it's like, yes, I'm glad you're covering half of your face. That's
an improvement.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times underneath my breath I've said "you fucking cunt." It's just like it's a lifesaver for not getting into a fight.
We don't have to wear him here anymore. Like it's personal choice now. Everyone's got the jab. No one gives a shit any here anymore at all. Really, like it's back to normal, pretty much. You know, there's a bit more hand sanitizer in the shops and pubs now. That's about it. Like,
free alcohol in it.
Everywhere else is like going crazy. That's Australia, fucking going crazy. America's fighting each other over this, that, and the other, and we're all just like going back down the pub again. Back to normal. Yeah,
festivals for 20,000 people. It's great. It's just.
All right, so that's the Dave Mustaine news. That how he can't shut up again. I wonder if the next one is gonna have more shit.
If he keeps doing it, is it really news?
Yeah. We could literally do like a whole hour of just talking about. Let's all talk about the dumb shit that Dave was. We should. We will piss off a lot of the time.
A monthly episode. What's Dave done this week? You know?
Yeah. No, we should just concentrate one day, one full hour of all the dumb shit that Dave Mustaine has said.
You could actually do the whole lot, couldn't you? I mean, you could do one on Dave Mustaine, then you go for Ted Nugent, you know, and you just follow the trend on. Corey Taylor's got to be up there somewhere.
Yeah, he has to be up there somewhere. I would say like top 20, but I want to say like the top 10. But all right. So speaking of festivals and going back to Corey Taylor, the Knotfest is going to happen in Finland. So far, the lineup I've seen is Bring Me the Horizon or Bring Them the Horizon, however you say it, Nightwish and Arch Enemy.
I'd be interested in seeing one of those bands again, and that would be Nightwish, because they put an amazing headline slot of Bloodstock a few years back.
You were never a fan of Nightwish. I was always.
I was never a fan of Nightwish, and then I saw them live, and it was like, okay, yeah, I get it now. That's awesome. And then I went straight out and got some of their albums. It's actually amazing how sometimes a live performance can completely change your perspective on a band.
Yeah, there's some bands I actually still I like them live or like a live recording. I think their albums are absolute wank.
UFO.
No, what? No, I like UFO's albums are good.
Yeah, their live recordings are better.
Oh, the live recordings are fucking amazing. Yeah.
I was about to say, like, yeah, I heard some of their live stuff. I was like, it's good. So yeah, that's they haven't really. I don't even know what date it was. Huh?
So I saw UFO in Spain not too long ago.
Oh.
And, well, a couple of years ago now. And yeah, they were well good. I was expecting them to be a bunch of old men coming out on Zimmer frames. So I'm like, yeah, you know, like Rainbow were. And but no, actually, they were really good. I was shocked.
They're old now. They only play warm countries, Dan.
Yeah.
That's going to be in 2022, August 12th through the 13th in Finland. So in case you guys want, because I know you European people, it's a lot easier to go to a different country than here.
We have denounced our EU card. We have thrown it away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do plan on going back to the continent several times next year, hopefully, if possible, to go to as many gigs as I can.
I mean, you guys should do the Finland one.
I plan to go to there's an event called Das October Metal Fest, which has postponed because they're scared of the COVID stopping all the bands coming. So Das October Metal Fest is happening in March.
We're going to create our own continent called Britopia. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, okay. So, but that would be a good one to go see though if I were to go to like a European festival, and just leave before Knotfest, because I've been to Knotfest or Ozfest meets Knotfest 5 years ago. And the lineups were great and all, don't get me wrong, but it's just I didn't care for Slipknot. I never did. I mainly bought those tickets because I had a best friend and it was for her birthday, and that's why I bought the tickets. So, and oh boy, did I fall asleep during Slipknot. I was just like, this is not entertaining. Like, why are they saying this is an entertaining show? Like, I've seen better small bands like Exodus do a better fucking show than this shit. Like, what the hell? But
I don't think I've ever. I know that I've been at a festival that Slipknot have played. I have not actually made the conscious decision to go and see them. Sorry, I've had a few whiskeys. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I've never actually made the conscious decision to go see them, so I can't really talk about a live performance that much.
No, I've never seen them. I'm sure the crowds go fucking mental for them.
Yeah, they kind of did. Oh my God. I remember there was this one drunk girl, like she was trying to, because I went to go sit down. I was like, because I told my friend, I'm not going to go over there by the rail or anything. Fuck that shit. I'm going to sit down in my seat. You fucking go. So she goes, and some girl tries to like push her out the way, and she like punched her tit, and the girl went like running away. I was like, what the fuck?
Bonk on the boob.
I don't think she meant to hit her on the tit. She just, swung, and that's it. And that's where it landed.
Let's face it, Slipknot fans are one step away from being gigolos, aren't they?
Or juggalos from
juggalos, yeah.
Juggalos, that's what you were trying to say.
Juggalos, yeah. Not gigolos, that's something else.
That's something different, yeah.
That's something completely different. Yeah.
I'm like, why are you saying gigolos?
Do you know what? Maybe, you never know.
It fits, yeah. If it fits, yeah.
If the shoe fits, then you must be some sort of Cinderella, yeah. That's not the saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, we always get back on that asshole. Okay, so let's talk about the neo-Nazi festival.
I didn't watch the video.
Okay.
However, I'm aware
I
of
did
these
watch
events.
the video.
I'm aware of these events, and I think that I know well. The police or security services in the countries that these events happen, because there'll be some that happen in Europe as well, will be having undercover people there. So it's probably actually better that these events are allowed to happen, so that undercover guys can be there to get names and know what's going on.
The way that I've always seen it is that. And actually, the actual article, the Vice video that you shared with us, actually supported it in the way that it had quite a few contradictions within the video itself, saying how they're trying to spread this sort of ideology. But in the next breath, they said that there's very few young people there, but there are also no cameras or phones allowed inside the venues, which is like the first way that you'd want to spread some sort of ideology such as that. It was. From what I could tell, it's like-minded people going to an event with like-minded people where the word isn't going to be spread outside that sort of social atmosphere or that social group. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that if you take these events away from people, if you stop the people that have these ideologies and these beliefs from partaking in these events, what events are going to replace them? At the same time, taking away a platform like that is also taking away from the fact that you can discuss those situations, discuss those ideologies. And when you start taking away the platforms of which discussion can happen, then you've got a very hard left and a very hard right and nothing in between.
Yeah, like these events, obviously, a lot of people won't know that actually even exist. So Vice has done this article, because Vice do shock articles, don't they? They do shock videos.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, that's their thing. They want to really shock you with the latest thing. That's all. Look at this. It's like, I remember watching similar stuff from what's his name, Louis Theroux.
What a great journalist! One of the best journalists that's come
and
out
he'd go right in there, wouldn't he? And he's such a sort of just nice guy about it.
Yeah.
With less of the shock. But I mean, like I was saying, I think that the event should happen so that the security services can be undercover there and get names and keep an eye on people, because that's what they're doing. They're monitoring it.
I know there have been a couple times, because when I was reading on other articles, like police have gone in there and like literally took like their beer privileges or something like that. Like they've gone in there, took away their beer and everything, just so, because I guess sometimes things would get out of control. But I think the main thing that bugged me, like, look, I know there's going to be secret underground, whatever. There's nothing really we could do about that, right? And it's like, it's not right, but if they want to be down there with like-minded people like that, fine, just stay away from us and people that don't want to be like you. And don't be doing no sacrificial shit either, you dumb fucks, on innocent people. So you want to shoot each other, I'm fine with that. Sacrifice each other. So I'm like, do that. Yeah, do that. Sacrifice each other. But what bugged me more was the fact it was such a Chick-fil-A mentality. I don't know if you guys know what Chick-fil-A is, but
I'm aware, yes.
But they donate majority, I believe, is all the proceeds to these hate groups to continue on. Just like Chick-fil-A donates to like anti-gay movements or whatever. And if anybody doesn't know, first of all, it's not just people going to door saying like, hey, this is why you shouldn't support gay rights. No, that's the least of our worries, believe it or not. What they're supporting is people literally getting killed and having the right to pass laws to kill gay people and to like do electric shocks to young teenagers when they come out of the
Salvation Army. Yeah.
Salvos, yeah.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're supporting when you go to Chick-fil-A and then even go to these shows. I just think it's stupid. It's like, really? You don't want your own goddamn money? It's not enough you're like a lousy band that people don't really know of. You're going to give it to a group, a hate group. I don't care what kind of group it is, to tell you the truth. You don't want to make your own goddamn money? That's what I don't understand. It's like, you're going to do your thing. You're going to be fucking stupid and, deal with this shit. But you're giving the proceeds to these groups. And then eventually with the Vice video, I found out there's also rap artists that are part of these groups too.
Yeah, there's a National Socialist rap. I mean, that really is. Yeah. No, what?
Leave people alone. Don't hurt anyone. Don't take their stuff.
Have a good time.
Just
All the
hurt
time.
yourself if you feel like you either like hurt someone for no fucking reason. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say no. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good.
I've actually said this a few times online. I accidentally once ended up at a National Socialist gig.
Yeah, you told me this once before. You walked in and they just stared at you. This is what you told me. You just stared at you and then you walked away. Like,
yeah, it was very odd. It was. I heard some brilliant bands playing, and so I walked in, had a drink, was looking at the band playing and stuff. It was a punk show, and it's sort of when you look around and everyone's looking at you, and then you look at their jackets and you're looking at their patches on their jackets and the fact that a lot of them haven't got hair, and it clicks. You're like, this is National Socialist, isn't it? Right? And then I went out into the car park at the venue. I'd never seen so many fucking Mercedes in my life. It was it was just, yeah. But
see, I don't know if that's just a European thing. Maybe like, like Germans are just like people who are not Jew. I'll explain why. Not Jewish driving the Mercedes or anything under like, a German brand. But here, I don't know if it's just like a big FU to the Germans, but all the Jewish people here be driving German cars.
that's because they got a lot of money.
Yeah, they have a lot of money. They all move from the East Coast and go to the Beverly Hills and Hollywood area. So I'm like it's funny because like look, I've met a lot of great German people and a lot of them have learned, I mean, look at Deutschland, the music video from Rammstein, like how hard they're beating themselves up for what happened. So, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I would never forget, but at the same time, I was like, why are you driving the car of like somebody you're talking shit about all the time? That's what I didn't understand. I don't know if it's just like a big FU to them. I mean, I guess it's like, I mean, a non-white person moving into a white neighborhood and like be like, hey, fuck you, I can afford it now. I guess that's what they're trying to say. But oh god, we should probably get off this topic because I could really rant on. But
we're good because eventually one of us is going to say something that's going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, and then like people, I was very hesitant to report this, to tell you the truth. I was like, something's going to get twisted up. If they do, I'm not even going to say nothing. I was like, let them say whatever the fuck they want. But they're probably most of the people that try to attack, either they're too, I guess the word is liberal. I'm not sure, but it's like they're just looking for trouble in the first place, anyways. And I notice a lot of people like to look trouble with me too.
I'm really glad that up in that corner there's a big red thing that says live, to remind me not to say anything fucking stupid.
But regardless, there was one more. And yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't really know what to think of in general of the Vice thing at first. I mean, just speaking from my point of view, because I kind of was worried. I was like, great, now people are just going to think like, oh, they're all these stupid black metal bands and they're all racist and blah, blah, blah. When we spend so long trying to tell people like, no, black metal just hates everything. It's just like, they're like the ultimate emos. Like, it doesn't get any more emo than that.
I mean, you do have the opposite, don't you? You've got white metal, the whole sort of Christian movement as well. But I think that it's especially daunting to sort of the sort of people that would view Vice and who wouldn't necessarily like metal, and then they have this view of like the whole that whole sort of subgenre of metal being National Socialist. Yeah, I can understand that, but I think that it is just Vice trying to it's just clicks. Try to get their clicks in. But
I mean, I guess there's a good side to it. Regardless, there's going to be a negative side to it, so it really doesn't matter. So, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people were worried about the Lords of Chaos movie too, like how it was going to like paint metalheads or whatever. I haven't seen that movie yet. I just don't want to.
It's not. It does. It's not.
if you're going into it with this sort of elitist mindset and you think, oh, that's right, and you sit there nitpicking it, thinking that's wrong, this never happened, that's wrong, then you're not going to enjoy it. If you go in and you watch it as a piece of entertainment, you know, the way it's intended for, then you'll probably enjoy the movie.
Just find Fat Varg funny,
and the fact they made Varg Jewish. Jewish character played Varg. Yeah, that was priceless. So
I heard Varg really made a video where he ranted so much about the movie that it got taken down by YouTube, and I think his channel got taken down.
You did, yeah.
He's now on Twitter,
and I don't use Twitter, so I'll never see anything he does.
Yeah,
unless he does something so funny that people then screenshot it and post it on like other places. And
I think the biggest rant that I saw from a good old Varg was the rant about Euronymous drinking milkshake.
Yeah, the chocolate milk was the chocolate milkshake. The one inaccuracy he was very unhappy about.
He never drank milkshake before I murdered him, was like his whole defense almost. But
here's the thing.
He's got to get his
because I know like I'm always eventually. Because I know there's a lot of bands, mainly the black metal bands, like we eventually end up finding out, like, you know, they're kind of like neo-Nazi-ish or whatever, right? I don't know that much about dissection. I mean, I like dissection or dissection, however you want to call them. But what was it? Was it the lead singer who was like very pro-Nazi, or was it the whole band that was, or what was the situation? I didn't really understand it.
Neither did I.
There's been so many recently that over the past few years that, to be honest, they're all melded into one. I can't remember who's done what.
I'm not a massive dissection fan. To be
Let me check. I can't remember who's done what.
Like I would really need to go through like lyrics to like read what they're saying, but it's like there's so many albums. I don't want to do that. I just like listening to it. I'm that person. Like I'll just listen to it. And I know Talk-K, they said the same thing too. I hope not, because I have a lot of shit of Talk-K. And it's like, and it's all in Norwegian, so I'm not going to spend my time in fucking translating this shit.
I know exactly what you mean. It's almost like the mindset when you're a kid and you're listening to it. It's like when you're like 9 or something, and you're listening to a song that's about sex, and you've got no idea it's about sex. It's the same sort of mentality, you know.
Yeah, if you're trying to push any kind of like political ideology, and you want to spread it, then you kind of want to like maybe do it in a language that most people know, rather than just start singing in Norwegian. It's just screaming in Norwegian. It's like, yeah, no one has a clue. No one knows what you're on about, mate.
Horna too. They were trying to link them to like.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of these bands, they're kind of they're not just sort of on the, you know, on the edge. They're definitely the edge. And they probably are very, very racist, but I don't listen to them, so I don't care.
It's like old Tal Cross, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where of course the bassist got dropped by the label because in the footnotes of the album sleeve he was thanking National Socialist journalists for their inspiration, but none of the lyrical content or the music was actually about that subject matter.
But they did say it in the album. on the...
But in the tiny small print in the footnote of the album. Yeah.
Oh.
They're mates with Corey Taylor.
Yeah, what? Wait, what? Repeat that again.
I was not allowed to say.
Oh, I'm going to look back through it eventually when the video's done rendering.
Yeah, so I won't see myself going to any National Socialist black metal festivals. Me
neither. I wouldn't even know. I'm pretty sure the US has them. They just haven't talked about it. But I don't even think. Okay, first of all, that'd be very difficult to hide, because it's not enough when Talk-K and Horna try to come out here in the US. A lot of people were protesting them not to come. And these weren't even like metalheads. These were like fucking I don't know. They were just they'll be like, it'll be
people
other
without
artists.
Jobs. That's what they were.
it'll be like other artists that were supposed to perform there, and they'll be like, well, I'm not going to perform there if a black metal band is going to be there. I mean, I heard they were racist. I'm like, well, can you at least do some digging and, you know, some actual work before?
Had a load of venues declined to put on the shows as well because they've received complaints about similar sort of things. Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to certain bands, it's definitely, it makes sense. Like, one of them recently, was it Satanic Warmaster? And like, I was like, cause I remember people talking about them a while back, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll double check, see if they are. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand why they got, you know, people pulling out because they're playing. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like,
so they are too, and I love Satanic Warmaster.
Oh no, seriously, it's like, pretty sure it's them. Let me double check. Hang on, bit pissed now.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure it is.
So I guess we're just gonna stick to generic black metal stuff like Cradle of Filth, even though they're really not black
Filth,
metal.
whilst being a little tiny goblin, is at least, you know, he's a dickhead. He's probably not been very nice to many women, but he's not a racist, as far as we're aware. Right, I'm reading.
Yeah,
let me read.
Because it's like I always was taught like black metal was just like the most ultimate emo-ish thing out there. It's just they hate everything. Like I'm fine if you're talking shit about Christianity, because I guess like some bands that talk shit about Muslims or whatever, but I heard it was the religion, not the people, the religion. I'm like, well, how many bands talk shit about Christianity and, you know, they don't go after them for being racist towards them? I was like, first of all, this is a religion we're talking about, not the race.
See, the thing is,
I hate organized religion, so you can bash on them all you want.
I do remember reading a few articles about, you know, is the second wave of black metal institutionally racist? You know, I suppose you could make the argument that the second wave was in some ways, but it's progressed past that point massively in terms of, you know, interest in the sort of bands that come along. But it's probably a subject that's best steered away from.
Stick with really cheesy power metal bands. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It might turn you gay.
Gloryhammer.
Apart from Gloryhammer, maybe if you,
Heart for Gloryhammer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. The only reason why I'm asking, because, you know, I tell people like, yeah, I like black metal, but I've never really done like my investigation, like I think anybody, like, first of all, it's just really fucked up that nowadays, like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad things are being put out there, you know, for a person being fucked up. But at the same time, it's like, wow, now I have to, like, do I really have to investigate every band that I'm about to listen to see if they're like the most biggest twat in the world? Like, really? Like, now it's like, thankfully, like with me, okay, so I want to start working tattoos on here, but here I want mainly like music stuff, right? I shit you not, I cut almost all of them off except for maybe 1 or 2 band tattoos that I want right here, and that's it. Just because, hold on a sec.
Hi, Big Dan.
Oh, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. This
good.
can's nearly empty, and this can's very empty.
I
need to go get another can.
I'll finish my whiskey, and I've got a couple of cans stocked up here. So
yeah, the rest of my beer's in the fridge.
I'll hold. If you want to go get some beers, I'll hold the fort.
No, that's what. Yeah, in a second. This one's nearly done. Not quite done yet. Okay. I'm reading.
Anyways,
I didn't know you could read.
Just about.
Could
also count to 4.
To be honest with you, there's only one number, and that's 1, and it's just repeated lots of times.
Yeah.
Okay, what was I saying? I forgot. We were still on the black metal thing, huh? So basically, so it's like now it's like you got to watch out what you get tattooed on yourself, because who knows who might be, you know, a little kitty diddler over there, or, you know, you got to watch out whatever symbol you might get on there, because all of a sudden it might turn racist all of a sudden, even though a lot of these like Nazi symbols were stolen from like old pagan religions, and like I'm like, wow, okay.
I recently saw someone on my Instagram feed who had a massive portrait of Marilyn Manson tattooed on their thigh. I couldn't help but think, you haven't heard, have you? You have not heard what he's been up to.
He's getting off with it, isn't he?
Fuck knows what that man gets off on.
No, he's getting away with it, is what I'm saying. He's
probably.
Okay.
The most I feel what's going to happen with him, he's just not going to have like the same, like they're not going to push his music out as much as what I'm trying to say.
Well, I know that he got off with the. I'm pretty sure he got away with the court case where he spat on a cameraman or something, didn't he? There was that whole thing that happened, and he turned himself in because there's an arrest warrant. I don't think the whole sexual abuse thing has gone through the legal proceedings yet, so I might be wrong, but I don't know. This might take a while, but it's going to be fun finding out.
Yeah. Oh, I think those are all the news I've had down. I mean, I couldn't find really anything else.
I think the problem is with news at the minute, and it was the same as news during lockdown, it's because nothing's happening. They were just reporting on things that were just totally fucking unnewsworthy.
Yeah.
Well, it's literally like I have to save up stuff in order to talk about it because I'm not going to be reporting like Tommy Lee's girlfriend took a selfie. Like nobody fucking cares. Like that's all I see.
Part of the reason we stopped doing midweek metal
because we had to
come up with new stuff every week to talk about, and there just wasn't any.
Yeah,
you know?
literally nothing happening.
Nothing happening at all. You know.
Oh, I do know that Scott Ian from Anthrax is taking a break though. He has some. Let me look for the thing. Hold on. Probably fucked up the name. I always fuck up the name because it's an Ian Scott or Scott Ian. I always fuck it up.
It's the problem with having two first names, isn't it?
Two first names, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's called Scott Jones, there goes simple as. Ian Smith.
He said, sorry to report, due to mental health reasons, I cannot continue with the currently scheduled Faith No More and Mr. Bungle dates. Or who's
big sad.
I have issues that were exacerbated by. Oh, wait, is it really
exacerbated?
No, is this really him or is this somebody else? It's just on his page.
Is it a man called Barry Scott?
Yes, because Barry Scott's a different person completely.
It is indeed.
Okay, now I don't even know who I'm reporting on. Well, there's no comments on there, so maybe it is Scott Ian. I don't know, but he reported something. Go look on his thing. Oh God. Okay, never mind. I don't even know. But anyway, somebody has mental health issues. See, that's what the thing. There's not that much to report on right now, especially with lockdown. It's just, I mean, I don't know. Then like the metal community is so small too. So.
I mean, these news and media sites, they've got to get their clicks and you know, support their sponsors some way, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully there's going to be some nice juicy gossip that comes up in the next year or so.
Yeah,
because I'm bored as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, after the Aylstorm Gloryhammer thing, I've just been bored as tits.
Yeah. No one's killed someone else in a while, you know.
That is true. No,
Yeah.
Wasn't there church burnings not too long ago? I just forgot where.
The ones in Canada.
Yeah.
No, Canada. That was. I don't think it was band related or anything like that. It was.
He was no. I don't know. There was that one lad who was in a black metal band that burnt those churches down.
Yeah.
And they were looking for him.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was in America.
He was. Yeah, and he was stupid enough to
very arrested.
He drove his dad's car to do the church burnings. And then on the last one where he got caught, he burnt the church down. And then he drove his dad's car to go and watch it burn down. His dad was a cop.
Brilliant.
So it's like
genius.
Police. While fucking burning the car down.
But yeah, he said that he pretty much did it to, you know, promote black metal and to promote his band and stuff. And it was just, of course, it was a fat kid. But probably got serious issues because, you know, his dad's a cop or something. Fuck knows. Like Jax was saying, I think a lot of people have mental health issues that need to be fucking sorted out.
Yeah.
I said that.
I might be.
Well, maybe when I was talking about like the neo-Nazi music festival, like, yeah, they need to sort themselves off by like sacrificing each other. That's what I meant. But
right, okay. Well, just taking you out of context, that's fine. You're cool with that, Jax. You're fine with that. Yeah, that's
Oh boy. But yeah, so I mean, that's it. What is the next festivals you guys are going? Because I know some stuff are opening.
Potentially Vikings, but there's a bit of an issue with that maybe because I don't think half the bands are going to be there. Because HRH aren't a good company to put on gigs. They're not really, really, really bad. And then some of the lineup we don't think is going to be there because of, they can't get flights over or whatever, bands still have to isolate and stuff. But the big issue is like, we kind of got these tickets as payment for a gig that got cancelled like March 2019 or whenever it was now. I can't remember. 2020, whatever. It's all a blur to me now. But like, so we're probably going to go, but there's probably going to be no bands there, and it might just be a night out in Sheffield instead.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, we've still got the tickets. I don't know. It might just be let's go Sheffield.
Oh, wait. Have you got a free ticket for me?
Maybe. I don't know. We got a ticket because the cancellation of Hammerfest.
I really don't want to go on the very principle of the reason that I think they're a bullshit promotions company. But if it's a night out in Sheffield, getting absolutely fucking
could be at the Dove and Rainbow and just have a few pints in there. I'll say a few dozen.
I follow the beer.
Yeah.
All right, so get to Scott real quick. He said, to be honest, if band members are racist, but their music has nothing to do with those ideologies and they don't preach, I don't think it really matters what they do in their personal lives. Yeah. I agree because
absolutely.
First though, I mean, as long as you don't preach your shit, I don't give a fuck. I mean, but I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look down on you either if you don't want to listen to it because the person is a racist. That's fine. I'm fine with that too. So, because I don't think people really understand how many people are not what they seem. Because a good example, Avril Lavigne, she is a hardcore Republican, and Gwen Stefani, same thing. And then she married that conservative guy. And Gwen Stefani has done a lot of culture vulture shit, especially because she's from Clanaheim, as we call it, Clanaheim. So if you guys can't put that together, so I mean, there's a reason. You need to look into the history why they call it Clanaheim. But Avril Lavigne has been reported to supposedly she's racist because I know she's gone to other countries and she won't hug the dark skin color girls unlike the light skin color girls or something like that. So I have heard of that. And then people are over there in shock just because she dresses up like a skater girl. I'm like, I don't think you understand. Racism is not always this conservative looking type of person. I mean, I still like her music. I still like her style. She represents the 2000s. She is the 2000s. But at least I'm happy that she's not being ignorant and reporting every little fucking thing. She knows that, hey, this is my social media about me.
It's all very well telling the fans to separate the music from the ideology. But yeah, I think there's a certain amount of stuff that musicians can do themselves, which could, do that for them. But at the same time, you have plenty of bands out there that have certain members of completely opposing opinions.
Yeah.
And sometimes the whole band get cancelled by one side or the other for one of those opinions or the other opinion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Fear Factory had a split. A year ago.
If anything, going back to Dave Mustaine, sorry, I feel like he's he's an underground racist, to tell you the truth. And he's supposedly not supposedly he's like a liberal, but yet he's over there talking shit about black women, and then he's over there against gay rights. And I'm like, and he's very vocal on that. So at least Avril Lavigne, she's not talking, she knows how to keep her mouth shut because she wants to make money. And he needs to remember, you're the one who's making money because your daughter doesn't have a good voice. So, and your son kind of proved that he can't handle a band either. So he couldn't handle Havoc. So
it's like System of a Down. that came out recently. You know, a band that's always sort of, you know, been politically left and shared the fact, you know, that that's their views and opinions. And recently, it's found out that the drummer's based as fuck. You're like, what? You know, what? Come on.
But, I don't follow them, so I wouldn't even know what's going on with them. I know they tried.
Nobody's followed them since 2004. It's fine.
Yeah.
I guess because I'm from SoCal, there's like a lot of people that are fans of them. I couldn't. I mean, they had like one good album, I'll admit. Whatever yeah, it was a Toxicity album. That was the name, right? I thought it was just a song, but apparently that's the name of it, I think. But I'm not a biggest fan of them either.
They served their place in the
in the 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely served their place. I did release some songs recently as well about the war in their home country, you know, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit because they hadn't released anything in so long, despite the fans screaming out for it. And then they sort of used these new tracks that they made just to raise awareness of this cause, you know, possibly a worthy cause, but they were doing it for a reason other than to make music that they loved and, you know, to please their fans, which is, let's face it, they are our muses. That's what they're fucking there for. They're not there to spread a political opinion. They're there to entertain us at the end of the day.
Yes, but, please sing for my amusement.
Sing for my entertainment.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm trying to think. There's no other news, that we could think of. It's just been that bad. I mean, what's new for your guys' channel?
We had a bit of an idea today. Big Dan's birthday, perhaps. Might do something. We'll see.
It's gonna be your birthday soon.
Next week.
It depends if we can. Depends on the cost of bouncy castle hire. We'll see.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Oh my god, that'll be a cool video.
No clowns.
No clowns?
No clowns.
Oh, you should invite Pavel, and he could be like, I don't know, a drunk cowboy. I guess he could do
some drunk cowboys at Warhorns.
He can make balloons for you. Oh my god.
Oh, hang on. I need to write down balloons now. That's going to write down balloons.
Right. Okay.
Where's my tab gone?
We'll give you guys some ideas.
There we go. Balloons.
I'm constantly more and more disturbed about this video idea.
Written down pasta parcel, bouncy castle, party bags. Instead of jelly and ice cream, boozy jelly and ice cream, and also musical chairs. Musical chairs.
Black metal clowns.
Oh no.
Danny Filth again, isn't it? We've gone full circle. We've gone completely full circle. Brilliant.
What would be good? Like, yeah, I mean, besides the typical corpse paint, you could also have what's it called? The balloons, the balloon animal thing, musical chairs, if you could afford it, the bouncy balloon, or just get a tamer, like what are they called? The trampoline?
Trampoline.
Yeah,
if you can't afford it, get the trampoline. Yeah, see that. Water balloon fights. Depends how cold it's going to be at that time.
Yeah, probably by tomorrow, it's going to be shit weather till like March.
Yeah. Trying to think what else would be.
It's our rainy season. It lasts 11 months. And do we have a month of sunshine?
The cake, could it be like a beer themed cake? I don't know. Like I don't know how you'll do that.
You did try to do was it 25 beers in 24 hours?
No, it's 34.
Sorry, 34. Yeah, age, that is it. Yeah.
Pints, yeah. The problem is I peaked too early. I didn't hydrate enough. That was my issue. And it was the type of beer I had as well. It was very, it's bitter. If I'd gone for a lighter beer and hydrated much better, and didn't speed drink so quickly, I probably would have been all right.
Yeah,
so I still remember to beat this year.
I still remember when I was there for your birthday. That was so much fun. I was like, remember I told you, I was like, it's about to be 2 years since I was last there, and it is like last year.
Yeah, time's gone really fucking weird.
What did you think of England?
Oh, I loved England. I didn't want. You remember when I was coming back to the airport? I was basically almost in tears. I didn't want to go back home. I was almost in tears. It was like I just did not want to go back home whatsoever. I felt like I actually found a place that belonged. First of all, I love the UK. There was just everything about that environment there. Just I know you guys kept saying, "Oh, Birmingham and shit." Like, dude, I don't like I felt safer here. I'm from LA, dude. I fucking grew up in Inglewood and all those areas. Like, don't tell me what the fuck is safe or not. But I just remember there was just like I noticed something that you guys do though over there. Like one of the girls, like I forgot, I don't know who it was. She ended up being cool at the end. But I remember when I was like walking back and they're like, why is an American here in Birmingham of all places? And I go, why don't you fucking tell that to my face instead of saying it behind my back? Be glad to answer it. I told her. I was like, I notice you guys aren't prepared for the directness, even though you guys are a direct breed, which is weird. Like it's just like I'm right here. You can ask me, I'm right here. It's like, you don't have to say it right behind my back. I was like, I can hear you. Like, I don't know, maybe because they're just not prepared for Americans to actually speak up. It's like, dude, I'm from LA. Everybody does it that way. So we yell it across from their cars.
I think we don't care who hears it. But so was there anything about here that really surprised you? Like, went completely against any sort of stereotype that you had?
The toilets, and for some reason I'm still frozen. I don't even know if you could. Oh fuck!
You are frozen, yeah.
You are frozen, yeah.
You are frozen.
Hold on, let me stop. Oh,
echo.
Almost.
Echo.
Big Dan is cool. That didn't happen.
Oh no,
Didn't echo.
Might not be true.
Didn't echo. Yeah, it's probably not true. No.
Is everything good now?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me? Okay. No, it was just the toilets that surprised me. Just because there was like the public toilet. First of all, I'm like, why don't you guys have seat covers? Do I really have to pull the toilet paper and go like that? And don't get me wrong, I like your guys' Publix restroom because you guys actually block off right there, and there's no peekaboo little thing like here in America.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, at least they're smart about that. But I just remember going to like the shopping centers or central. I can only say it in Spanish, centro comerciales. I don't know how you say it in English, but it's the same. Okay, the shops. But I just remember they were these two buttons, and one was a big flush and one was a small flush. I was like, just fucking flush. What the fuck? Jax, do you want to build a snowman?
The small buttons for piss and the big buttons for shit.
Okay.
So yeah.
But no, I mean, I loved almost everything. There was not a one bad experience there. Just the fact that I got sick because I didn't have a good jacket because I didn't think we were going to get drenched on.
Yeah, that's sort of the English thing.
An umbrella. Yes.
Yeah.
Poundland style umbrella.
I survived it. I was like, oh my God. And fucking Sherwood Forest. I loved it there. The castle and everything. I fucking loved it. It's just, oh my goodness. Yeah, I fell in love with that country and I didn't think I would. And I'm glad we didn't go to London because that was the thing. Here in America, the Americans always want to go either to France or London. They don't even say the UK. They don't even say England. They say London. I was like if that's all they know. But and I'm just like, and and everyone I know that wants to go there's because of Harry Pothead. It's like Harry Pothead shit. I was like, but didn't they film that in Ireland? I don't think it was filmed in the UK.
It was filmed everywhere.
Yeah,
it was. London.
Oh, and
London
Doctor
Who,
but eventually I found out Doctor Who is Welsh. So I was like, then why is everyone thinking?
Oh yeah, that's recorded in Wales. Yeah.
That's probably some kind of government scheme to get them to film in a place where people have no jobs.
Yeah.
But what's the other popular shows that are from there? Who's that guy, Mr. Bean? Is he from there? I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Bean, old Rowan Atkinson. Yeah.
But everybody wants to go to that fucking palace. I'm like, I don't want to go see fucking royalty. I really don't. Like, what do they do? Like.
The thing is, it's great to see it once, and then you come back from London and you're fucking so tired because it's such a fucking ball ache.
It's all right going out on the piss. If you're going out on the piss in London and you got the cash for it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a laugh. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings was filmed in Grimsby.
That explains the accents.
I thought that was New Zealand.
I thought I heard New Zealand too. Maybe no. I think the guy is a director from New Zealand. I don't know. I thought it was just behind a big CGI screen.
Most of it was, to be fair.
It does look a bit like Somerset, doesn't it, Dan?
Yeah. Gollum wasn't CGI at all. It was just someone from Grimsby.
It's true. Yeah. That was. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't. My mind is such a blank. There's a lot of stuff that is filmed over there. I just can't think of everything right now, but I don't know. But I just know right now the big show is, what is it? The one where they're like talking about Princess Diana. It's on Netflix. The Royals or the Crown.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I've heard about
sort of
that.
thing.
Yeah. Apparently, it's quite good. It's never really interested me because
Remember Bridgerton? What I told you, little Dan, about Bridgerton?
Oh yeah.
Dan, have you seen that show?
I have not. No.
What about you, Big Dan?
I have not. No.
Okay, so just to sum it up for you, it's about a duke, I think, who cannot come.
That's unfortunate.
And daddy was mean to him. That's it. That's all you got to know about that show. Sum it up.
Man can't cheer.
Now you're like, I need to watch that show.
We've got enough problems with our dukes right now.
But it's a fucking I'm trying to figure out why this show is so. I believe all the actors are British though, except for one. I think he's Australian. But
same thing. Basically.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
He's Queen too.
Yeah. They're just British criminals, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys want a plus plot? You guys want to go ahead and wrap it up already? I think we did like a good hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Be excellent to one another.
Yeah.
Have a good time all the time.
Yeah. All right. So have a bonerific day and make sure to take care of your vaginas, okay? Bye.
I'll try. Mine's nice and slippery.
Remember, do your goodbye. Bye.
Laters.